What's up, fellow bird watching enthusiasts? It's Teak, and in this special episode of Is It Profitable, we're going to be taking a look at how much profit we can squeeze from 25 lake tablets. I also plan to do a quick stack deck gamble at the end of the video, which is something I don't normally do. So if you're into that kind of thing, stick around or scroll through. As always, I'll timestamp everything for quick navigation and drop links to the spreadsheet and any other info in the description. I won't go over the basics behind setting up lakes because we're pretty far into the league and I'm assuming everyone still watching PO content at this point at least has a grasp, but I'll leave some resources in the description in case you need a little more general help on setting up lakes and manipulating lakes to your advantage. I will also include a few advanced guides for manipulating lakes so you can improve your odds at getting better tiles and better loot overall. When I was setting up my lakes for this set of tests, the main focus was silver and gold tier generic boss tiles. I try to avoid most league mechanic tiles, but there's a few sprinkled in some of the lakes because they're basically unavoidable sometimes. I'll hop over to the data so you guys can take a look at the results, and then I'll destroy my wrist dropping cards for the stack deck gamble. Oh, and before I forget, none of the reflection jewelry I had was worth anything, so that was excluded from the results altogether. Alright, so jumping into the spreadsheet here, I made a note at the top that the rings were all trash, like I said. If you scroll down to the bottom in the spreadsheet, you can see how many runs we did and each difficulty tile that were on that run. We only ended up with 2 15 and 16 runs, so these lakes weren't extremely optimized. They were basically just stuff that I had from the last few days of mapping. This section here shows exactly what we got and how much of it we got and a breakdown of what it's worth. And to the right, you can see the screenshot to verify that information. So the notable things, we ended up with 348 stacked decks, which contributed to a lot of the profit. We also ended up with 5 Divines, 8 Exalts, and just shy of 6 Orb of Annulments. So we scroll down to our totals. Our total chaos was almost 3,200 chaos, which means our total Divines was just shy of 16 Divines. As I mentioned, we did 25 lakes, and in those 25 lakes, we encountered 342 tiles. So if we break down our profits further, our average profit per lake is just shy of 128 chaos, and our average profit per tile is 9.36 chaos. So we're making approximately 0.64 divines per lake, which is honestly not that great. If you compare it to mapping, if you're doing a decent strategy with mapping, maybe like over 120 C a map or whatever, the amount of time you spend doing the lake relative to the amount of time you spend doing the map is definitely going to be ahead of running the lakes, unless you get lucky with your reflections. Lake profit relies heavily on reflections because the drops that you get for the actual chests aren't going to carry your profit per hour. So that is pretty much all of the information. If you find an error with the spreadsheet or if you have any questions or anything like that, make sure you drop it in the comments. As always, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching my video. We'll go over to the stack deck gamble here, but I just wanted to wrap things up before that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed the video.